So, Anthony Joshua has knocked out Jake Paul inside 6 rounds in Miami. Obviously, Joshua, that's the job done. Obviously, that's the KO, which we expected him to do, but we didn't expect him to make hard work of it. But he did. Anthony Joshua, for me, made hard work of a kid of a Disney Channel inside 6 rounds. I am not having Jake Paul, I said it in the preview, I am not having Jake Paul going further than Francis Ngannou and only being knocked down 1 round earlier than Robert fucking Helenius. And going further than Otto Warren as well. The list goes on. The list goes on. I think we need to say fair play to Jake Paul. I know people are not going to like this. People are not going to like what Jake Paul did in the fight, where he was running around, well, not being funny, that's what I expected. I expected Jake Paul to be running around. He ran out of gas, ran out of energy, and that's when AJ eventually got him. Because Jake Paul ended up running out of gas, probably round 5 onwards. That's when AJ got the knockdowns, etc, etc. And but fair play to Jake Paul. People love him, people hate him. Massive balls to him for getting in there, and he'll continue what he'll continue now. This is not the end of him. It's not the end of him in boxing. Jake Paul will now cherry pick his opponents now smartly because he's a smart guy, and Jake Paul was smart here as well. He was smart here because Jake Paul said, even if I get beat, I'm just poisoned. He probably thinks I'm gonna get more credit still, and he has. He's got more credit. It's just amazing, isn't it, how the person that's won is asking that the most constructive criticism, and rightly so, which we'll get on to in a minute. And obviously it was 8 rounds, it was a bit of win as well. So, but that's no excuse. AJ, for me, Anthony Joshua did cut down the win in round 1. He did cut off the win in round 1. That was the time to get Jake Paul. Time to get him. Job done. Both span out your door. And you move on. But he didn't throw anything. AJ didn't throw anything. And that's what I'm saying. His punch resistance done. I know he knocked out. Obviously, I know he got the knockout, but his punch resistance is done. Maybe he gets it back against Tyson Fury because he's going to be so up for it. AJ against Tyson Fury. Maybe Jake Paul was just one of them where AJ was just too overconfident. And look, AJ was obviously the better man. Still by far the better man. You see the difference between a real boxer and not a boxer. And when the first shot landed on Jake Paul, he fucking felt it. Let's be real. He felt it. And for me, I think it was an embarrassing performance from Anthony Joshua. I actually still think he put botts in the mud, Anthony Joshua, with that performance, towards coming out of it. Jake Paul is going to get more credit out of it than Anthony Joshua. What we wanted was AJ knocked him out in 1 round, which he should have done, in my opinion, which was he was expected to do. And number 2, Jake Paul was safe, and Jake Paul was safe. Of course, he got a broken jaw, Jake Paul, but it's better than being more seriously hurt than that, let's be real. And maybe it gives Jake Paul a bit of a humbling now to say, why, maybe he shouldn't go in with dangerous opponents like AJ and them type of boxers. Maybe he would go back to Esposito. I won't be shocked if Jake Paul does that. And but yeah, I think Jake Paul, even though he lost, I think he deserves more of the credit for me and more of the praise. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, I thought it was an embarrassing performance from Anthony Joshua. for adult Olympic medalist and a former unified 2-time world champion, I think that's pretty embarrassing, that performance from Anthony Joshua. People will be like, oh yeah, what you moaning about, you got the job done. Doesn't matter what round, for me it does matter. It does matter what round for me. Oh, but they will make excuses. Oh, but AJ's getting old. Oh, what will you leave it then? Oh, but AJ's been out for 15 months. So, who cares? Who cares? I just told you the difference between a professional boxer and a kid off a Disney Channel. And that's not a dig at Jake Paul. Yes, he is a kid off the Disney Channel. Got 25 million foods for putting toy cars in butter water. But at the end of the day, Jake Paul is still going to have that commercial pull after this fight. Canelo Alvarez be thinking, oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that as well. Because Terence Crawford fight is now done for Canelo Alvarez. So that's what Canelo's going to do. And I said it then to Robert Helenius with AJ. I even said that was an embarrassing performance, especially when Wilder dealt with Helenius in round 1. AJ took 7 rounds. And a lot of people not done a lot of AJ fanboys are gonna be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about and all that. Yeah, AJ dealt with Ngannou. Tyson Fury's not out of this, by the way. Tyson Fury made a real balls up against Francis Ngannou, didn't he? While AJ took him out. And so who's the real heavyweight champion? As on the route said for me. Because Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, they've not really made us proud, have they? Especially recently as well. Fury against Ngannou making the balls up of it. And now we've got AJ against Jake Paul. AJ making hard work of it against Jake Paul when it didn't need to be hard work. It was a round 1 job, simple. And there's a lot of conspiracy about, oh, you can't hit him until after round 5 and all that. Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Break the fucking cords, knock him out in 1 round. Have some pride about you. And AJ didn't show that. He didn't have any pride at all. Yes, got the knockout, but he should have done it in the first round. Let's be real. It's a 1 round job, and people are waking up. People walked up to watch that shite. Let's be real. It was a circus. Let's be real. The whole fight was just a circus. We all knew what Jake Paul was going to do, and he did it. Let's be real. Frustrated AJ. Won the round to win. Teflon falling to the floor every time the Kinston as well. That's what Jake Paul's going to do. Clever play from Jake Paul, in my opinion. Joshua, for me, I'm not accepting any excuses for Joshua. Should be doing it inside 1 round, in my opinion. And the thing is, he cut off the win as well. And just to end up, Jake Paul fucking landed shots on AJ. Landed shots early on AJ as well. And I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, what the fuck are you doing? How is this guy landing shots on AJ? A former 2-time unified heavyweight champion? Fucking pathetic. Yes, he pathetic and embarrassing performance in Joshua. It really was. Even though he won, it was still pathetic and embarrassing. Eddie Hearn jumping around, fucking making out, oh, it's a massive win. It isn't. It's Jake Paul. And this does tell me Joshua's fitness. And for me, if Joshua vs Fury does get made, I've always said it. I've always said Tyson Fury completely outboxes Joshua, in my opinion. Joshua may knock Tyson Fury down, but Fury will get back up and just completely outbox him, in my opinion. So, anyways, feel free to leave your thoughts on this shit show down below in the comments. And Joshua does get it done, does get the job done, but not what we expected from Joshua, as Anthony Joshua makes hard work of knocking out Jake Paul. Oh dear.